Yeah, very good afternoon, and you're welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry for the first of our big county finals here this afternoon. It's the Senior B Camogie final for 2025. It's Salthill Knocknacarra versus Shamrocks. I'm delighted to be joined on co-commentary for this one by former Galway player as well, and Galway captain, and now the recipient of the Gaelic Writers Association Award during the week as well, Imelda Hobbins. A fantastic atmosphere here already for these two finals.
No, absolutely, couldn't believe it. Just came to the gate there myself, and there's actually a queue outside to get in the gate, which is great so early time. It just shows you, I suppose, there's a lot of hype. And you look back, I suppose, over the last couple of weekends, we've had the hurling, we've had the ladies football, we've had the footballers. I suppose now it's time for the Camogie.
Absolutely, and it's a great one to look forward to, the Senior B final. We can see all the Salthill Knocknacarra supporters here around us. They're all here supporting. Looking for revenge from last year after last year's final. It was an epic encounter that went to a replay, went to extra time. We were nearly in Gart, I'd say, over the weekend up there, over 2 weekends. It was a brilliant advertisement for Camogie, and we're looking probably for the same again today.
Oh yeah, look at it, absolutely, and we didn't want anyone to lose on that day, and it just really did come down to the wire. And I suppose Clare just slipping away, I suppose, slightly towards the end, but you know, and Salthill Knocknacarra put up such a show of Camogie that day, and I know, well, they're back today to get revenge for that great game. You know, we just wish them all the very best luck, and indeed all the teams playing today. The conditions are not great for Camogie. It is promised to clear off. Like you said, the crowds are coming in, the pitch looks amazing, so we're looking forward to the next 2 games, Tommy.
Absolutely. We're going to take a walk here because we're just going to go down towards the Shamrock supporters as well down there. They won the Intermediate Championship a couple of years ago, and they're certainly up for today's final as well. It promises to be a great Senior B final. It throws in here at 1 o'clock. The referee is in the Lucknan, but go down here towards the supporters from Shamrocks. They're in their green and white down here as well. Let's see if we can get a good roar from the Shamrocks crowd here for their supporters today. As who's going to win the final today? That's the Shamrock supporters here. A little bit quiet just yet, but it won't be quiet, I can tell you, when it comes up to throw-in time around 1 o'clock. Quick word about the Senior A final as well. Sarsfield's and Athenry. A lot of people have been talking about that for the last number of weeks.
Oh, absolutely. I suppose one as well we're looking forward to. And you know, look, Sarsfields have been there a long time, I suppose, and in fairness to them, you know, I know they're coming today with their injuries, but you know, they've such a strong panel. In fairness, they're going to come up here. Athenry then on the other side, I suppose, have been knocking on the door, especially last year, getting into semi-final, going to extra time. They're going to be chomping at the bit as well. But like I said, you can never write off a team, and like we've seen, I suppose, in the last couple of matches as well with the hurling and the Camogie and the hurling, the ladies football and the lads in the football, it's always down to the wire, and it's never over to the final whistle.
Never over to the final whistle. That first whistle goes here at 1 o'clock in Kenny Park in Athenry. Do join us on Galway GATV in association with Streamsport and Galway Bay FM. We'll bring you the full action. Do join us then.
Your friendly local in the heart of Knocknacarra, Tom Sheridan's Bar. Delicious food and a tempting drinks menu served daily. Live music every weekend, and all the sport you want to watch. Planning a celebration? It's the perfect party venue. Call 091 525 315 or email manager@tomsheridans.com. Tom Sheridan's Bar, where good times gather.
Very good afternoon. You're welcome to Kenny Park in Athenry. It's the Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B Galway Camogie final for 2025. It's a meeting of Shamrocks and last year's defeated finalists Salthill Knocknacarra here at a windy and wet so far Kenny Park in Athenry. The forecast is that it is to pick up later on, so we'll be hoping that the conditions improve a little bit for both sides. Big day for Galway Camogie, of course, here at this wonderful venue. Salthill Knocknacarra, the team that were beaten last year after a replay and extra time, are down to our right hand side, and their starting 15 for today's final is as follows. In goal, number 1, Aoife Mullen. The full back line of 2, Sarah Donlan, 3, Aisling Griffin, the captain, and 4, Ellen McGann. The half back line of 5, Finola Rorty, 6, Clodagh McCormack, and 7, Aoife Keane. The midfield partnership is made up of 8, Siobhan Divley, and 9, Laura Kelly. The half forward line of 10 is Aoife Kelly, 11 is Emma Madden, and 12 is Nessa Daly. The inside forward line of 13, Eva Joyce, 14, Sorcha McGinley, the vice captain, and 15, Orla Canlon. The management team is made up of Edel Murphy, Andrew Griffin, Molly Dunn, Gerard Wall, Seamus Morrissey, Eamon O'Shea, and Eva Conlon. So that is the Salthill Knocknacarra team, who hope to put it right this year. They were disappointed last year as we move down to the scoreboard end of Kenny Park to our left hand side in their white jerseys and green trims is the team from Shamrocks winning the intermediate championship a couple of years ago. Their starting 15 for today's final is in goal Ciara McLaren, the full back line of 2 Amy Morgan, 3 Avril Donoghue and 4 Shannon Ridge. We've got the half back line of 5 Elsa Hesnan, 6 Ali Hesnan and 7 Lonnie Drennan, who is the vice captain of this year's team. The midfield partnership is 8 Ava Lawless and 9 Caroline Lawless. The half forward line of Niamh McInerney, Katie Gilcrease, the captain at 11 and 12 Heidi Hesnan. And a full forward line of 13 Emily Lawless, 14 Katie Donoghue and 15 Leo O'Halloran. The management team, the manager Des O'Halloran, the selectors Noel Murphy, Eamon O'Connor and Patrick Hesnan. And that is the Shamrocks team and management team for this year. It's certainly one we've been looking forward to over the last couple of weeks. I'm delighted to be joined on co-commentary for our Senior B final today by former Galway winning captain Imelda Hobbins. Imelda, first things first, it's great to see the stand nearly already full over there well before the throw-in time here. Not the best of days for Camogie, but we'll be hoping for a good final here in this Senior B one.
Oh yeah, we're expecting a good crowd here today. 2 good games are expected. Shamrocks and Salthill and Knocknacarra of the opening game, and then we have of course Shamrock or Sarsfields and Athenry in the Senior A game. And I suppose looking out here today and looking at the girls warming up, the conditions, like you said, Tommy, is poor in fairness to them. But I suppose like everything else, once this ball is thrown in, they'll be forgetting about that and they'll be getting on with the game.
For Salthill and Knocknacarra, it's a second chance 12 months on from the I suppose heartbreak we could call it, to go so close to winning the Senior B title last year. It took a drawn game, a replay, extra time, and nearly went to penalties in the end. But the experience of losing that, sometimes they say you have to lose one to win one, which I always find hard to take for clubs when they're that close to winning. But it must mean something to Salthill and Knocknacarra to be back in the final again this year. Yeah,
and I suppose it's probably the experience that they will gain from being there last year. Like you said, it came down to the wire. And they'll bring that today, they'll bring that hurt today I suppose as well, and they'll be thinking about that, and I'm sure they've been well reminded of it in the dressing room before they came out. But I suppose if you look at Shamrocks as well, they're coming very, very strong for the last number of years, and I think this year in particular, they've had some great games, so it'll be nobody's way, and it'll definitely be down to the wire. But look, I think for all neutrals here today, they're just looking for a good game of camogie.
Absolutely, as we all are. Enda Lucknan is the man in charge for today, so he's having a word with the captains of the teams. Who've got the fullback Aisling Griffin for Salthill Knocknacarra, and the centre forward for Shamrocks is Katie Gilcrease. We'll have a look and see who wins the toss maybe here. It could be a defining factor in this, maybe for the first half in particular, because there's a wind blowing, as we can see it, from right to left from our commentary position here, which is we're well protected here, it must be said today. If the referee has already done the toss obviously, and he's just told the teams to get ready, to get into position, and then we'll have the action underway. Good start always in these finals is I suppose very important thing for both sides, that if you get on top early, you're kind of setting the tone for what's about to unfold.
Yeah, I suppose like everything else, the first 10 minutes is always a tough time for players. They're getting settled in, they're getting the feel of who they're marking and that kind of thing, and even the conditions of course today. So a few early scores of course, whoever sides get it will get them settled in.
Absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to it. It's the biggest day in the Galway Club Camogie calendar as well, to have the 2 finals together, to have them here in Athenry as well in Kenny Park. I think there's just an atmosphere here that you can't buy maybe Duggan Park. We've had finals there, we've had them in Ballinasloe, we've had them in Loughrea and Gart, but I think even at the interviews on Tuesday night, most players were saying they love to play in Kenny Park.
Yeah, and I think it's got a kind of a status as well, Kenny Park. Of course, the hurling and the county final has been played here a number of years, and I suppose that's got a status as well, and it's great to see the Camogie get the county final here. It's suited for us, it's a nice size for the Camogie, and like you said, now with the crowd coming in, Tommy, it creates a great atmosphere.
There's 3 cups on display here as well, apart from what's going to be won out there in the 2 finals today. You've got the O'Duffy Cup, the Under 23 Cup and the Under 16 Cup. What a wonderful year for Galway Camogie in general, and I think it's transferred on to the club scene as well, Imelda. There's a great feel about Camogie in Galway moment, very positive feeling, and I know the Galway teams will be here, some of them anyway, of those respective All-Ireland winning teams will be here today, and they'll be introduced to the crowd. I think that's a great idea as well.
Oh, absolutely. In fairness, the crowd love to see them, and the girls have it well deserved, and it'll be great to see it, and I suppose it did the hype really started under 16s, like you said, then the under 23, and of course then the senior, and it's been the talk of the county, I suppose, since for the girls, and you know how good they were and how well they all performed on the day, and the excitement, and it's still there, and now it's trickling over, I suppose, into the club games.
Yeah, well, we're nearly on already then. Might be running a little bit late according to our clock. Of course, it's winter time now. You'll enjoy that extra hour in bed, I'd say, Imelda, this morning.
I know, we'll know all about it this evening, though, when it starts to get dark.
Yeah, it'll be dark early, that's for sure. But let's hope these two teams can put a bit of brightness into our day here in Kenny Park and Athenry, and we look forward to this Senior B final in association with Galway GA TV, Stream Sport, and our partners Galway Bay FM as well. And just a reminder that the Player of the Match awards in all of the Galway Championship finals are sponsored by Morrissey's of Loughrea. Nice touch there.
Oh, absolutely, you know, and such an important trophy as well, and you know, obviously it's going to be a hard one for us to pick, Tommy. I even know that before the game starts, but you know, it is such an important trophy, and it's great to see sponsorship in there.
Well, eventually I think the referee is about to get the action underway. That is Enda Lucknan, checks the watch on the left hand, throws the ball in, and the Senior B final for 2025 is up and underway as the ball is battled for in the middle of the field. Picked up there by Nessa Daly for Salthill Knocknacarra. The referee said there was a high tackle, so there'll be a free in the middle of the field, and you can expect Laura Kelly, we've seen her, you know, over the years for her club and for her county, being a very established, prolific scorer from place balls, and she'll like to get this one over the bar early.
Yeah, you know, I suppose nearly free for any free taker. She'll have to try judge the wind here now as well and get a feel for it. Yeah,
it's bang centre of the middle of the field into the scoreboard end of Kenny Park. Lifts, strikes, sends the slitter on away. It looks good from here. The players on the line can only just look at it and go up over the bar. 40 seconds gone, and the opening strike of the final comes to Salthill Knocknacarra and to Laura Kelly.
Yeah, great score in fairness for Laura. You know, she stood as cool as a breeze over it and just straight over the bar.
Great start for them, and that's a good lift from a free taker to get one early on, as Shamrocks now in their white jerseys drive the ball forward, blue togs, as they try and flick the ball forward towards Katie Donoghue. Donoghue has the ball but has no hurl, looking for support. How's her soccer skills? Not too bad. Gets it out towards Katie Kilcrease, and Kilcrease sends the ball, transfers it across the field towards Heidi Hesnan. Hesnan sees the ball come away from her. Can Shamrocks get in here and get into possession? Is that a chop down? The referee says no, play on. The ball is pulled on. Oh, it's with the midfielder Caroline Lawless. Needs support. She gets that support. Here's the chance. The ball is half blocked down there, and it's good defending by Salthill Knocknacarra, taken away there by Clodagh McCormack and delivered long over to the far side of the field towards their centre forward Emma Madden, but she's beaten to it there. You can see the green and white flags over on the left hand side of the stand. Down to the right then it's the light blue colours of Salthill Knocknacarra, sky blue we'll call it, as the ball is delivered in towards Katie Kilcrease. Kilcrease trying to get over it now for Shamrocks as players go to ground. Referee may have to intervene and throw the ball in, but he says look, play on, it's going to come out of there eventually, and it is out towards the Laura Kelly. Laura then delivers it left-handed to this side of the field. Good ball inside towards Eva Joyce. Joyce now flicks the ball ahead, tries to go past the full-back for Shamrocks, who's Avril Donoghue, and she gets the ball out, and the ball has gone out over the sideline. The sideline official this side of the field is Gordon Duan. So Gordon has the ball. He's going to give it to the Salthill Knocknacarra player, who is Eva Joyce, and Joyce will take this one. 2.5 minutes gone. The rain is cleared off, thankfully, for a few moments at least. We may get a fine afternoon here in Kenny Park as the ball is sent across the field. Ali Hesnan there, the Galway star, trying to go down over it for her side, being hassled and harried there. Salthill Knocknacarra putting the pressure on, driving forward as the referee says play on. The ball is back outside towards Emma Madden, and Emma Madden sends it out to the right hand side and wide. So wide, and 1 point for Salthill in the early stages. They're enjoying the opening 3 minutes here in possession wise so far.
Yeah, and in fairness, I suppose Emma Madden there just probably didn't get enough power in there behind it, and wasn't accurate either. But I suppose again it's early stages, and girls are just settling into the game. Settling
in is correct, and they're entitled to get their time and just to get into the pace of this contest. It's certainly an intriguing one to look forward to here, as the breeze blowing into the face of the Shamrocks player. She takes this one off the 45 metre line, strikes it well. Amy Morgan, wearing number 2, sends it down, but picked out of the sky back there by Salthill Knocknacarra, who looked like they were well up for this contest. That was Orla Callan that was back there. Send the ball forward now towards Sorka McGinley. McGinley beat to it this time, however, and out come Shamrocks, out from the fence, play the ball short and then decide to deliver it long. Up it goes towards the far side of the field, taken brilliantly there, and hit across towards this side of the field, towards the Shamrocks full forward, who does well to pick the ball ahead of her marker. That's Katie Donohoe, still going. Katie past it 14, still going off a difficult angle. She takes the shot, it comes back off the upright, does it, and goes out to the right hand side and wide. Unfortunate there. It's the first wide of the contest for Shamrocks, but a great one by Katie Donohoe, but the angle was tight.
Yeah, you can see in fairness, she is dangerous. She took a lovely turn there and went for her score, and probably was unlucky not to get it.
Over there, it's picked up again and dropped this time by the Shamrocks player. All this happening out around the middle of the field as Salthill Knocknacarra go back to try and gather it. Is that a foul? No, the referee says play on, and the ball then close to the sideline, gone out over the sideline on the far side of the field, just underneath the Kenny Park stand over there, as the Kenny Park sign, and it's going to be a sideline ball. Katie Kilcrease will come out to take it for Shamrocks, who are based, of course, in Loughrea, Kilnadima and Leitrim, the three parishes up there that make up Shamrocks.
That's right, yeah, in fairness, three parishes, and like I said, I suppose they're a team that's coming a long time, and definitely for this year.
Sideline ball goes across the field, tapped down there by the Salthill Knocknacarra player, and it allows the wing back to come in and gather possession as Aoife Keane gets it off towards the centre. Hand pass to this side of the field towards Orla Cannon. Cannon now strikes it down this side into no one in particular, but the Salthill Knocknacarra forward may get there, but there's too many white jerseys back there. One of them is the wing back and vice captain Lonnie Drennan. Gets the ball out towards the centre, picked up here by Emily Lawless. Lawless now studies the options. The option is a high delivery inside the 45 metre line, in over the heads of defenders, and picked up in there by Lee O'Halloran. O'Halloran bearing down on goal. Is this the first point for Shamrocks? The umpire goes for the white flag. We're level in Kenny Park and Athenry in the 6th minute of the first half. Well worked score by Shamrocks, and probably no more than they deserve for the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, great point there by Leo Harlan, and you can see, I suppose, in fairness, the Shamrock forwards are looking very dangerous. Shamrocks are playing against the wind as well, in fairness, and they probably have more attacks than Salthill Knocknacarra.
Absolutely, and it's picked up again in the middle of the field by Katie Gilcrease, who's fouled a high tackle. She'll drop the ball just inside the halfway line there, and she will go just inside the 65, and certainly this girl can hit frees. If we mentioned Laura Kelly earlier, she's a well-established free taker as well. She probably, you'd imagine it's a big ask maybe to go all the way, but she looks like she's going to have a cut at this one.
Definitely.
Lifts, strikes, sends the ball on its way. It's dropping, but it's dropping in around the house. Got caught up in the breeze, and there might work out for Shamrocks if they can gather possession here. It's a Salthill Knocknacarra that have it, however. They're put under a lot of pressure back there. Ball pulled on but blocked down by the Seasiders, and they come out with the ball. It's a hand pass that goes astray, unfortunately, and it'll be a sideline ball on the far side of the field for Shamrocks. We're level at 1 point apiece. The clock tells us we've just coming up on 7 minutes gone in the first half here, as the ball is cut across brilliantly towards the full forward Katie Donohoe. Just a little bit too much on it, and credit the goalkeeper Aoife Mullen there for being on her toes, being out sprightly, and gets the ball away towards Aoife Kelly, who sends a long delivery down towards the half forward line. Flicked away there, but they might break here. A good stick work in there by Elsa Hesnan. Elsa did well to get it in there and to try and get the ball away, courtesy of a hand pass, but there's too many Salthill Knocknacarra players. One of them, Emma Madden, and a solo run way over on the far side, gets the ball towards the centre, flicked down towards Madden. Madden now bursting through, still going forward. Will she get a pass in? She'll go for goal maybe here. She has a chance to get it across. There's too many white jerseys there from Shamrocks. The play chance not gone just yet. Ball pulled on. Back out it comes towards Joyce. Joyce bearing down on goal. What's the referee going to do? He's not going to do anything just yet. It's very hard. In the end, Shamrocks somehow come out with the ball. Brilliant defending by Shamrocks. A point, you'd imagine it, at least it should have been for Salthill Knocknacarra. It may still be a point here, as driving forward is Aoife Keane. Keane takes the shot from out the field, drops it in high, and drops it out to the right hand side and wide. Second wide, Imelda, but there was a goal chance there looming for Salthill Knocknacarra.
Yeah, and you'd be worried about for Salthill Knocknacarra that they're going to regret those missed opportunities. They have the wind, they need to be getting the scores. Maybe they need to be shooting further out as well when they have the breeze, Tommy, because in fairness to Shamrocks, they're very, very good in defence there.
Brilliant catch out of the air down in front of us here by the captain of Shamrocks, Katie Gilcrease. Solos forward, hops the ball, has support, has no support, but has plenty of attention being given to her there by three Knocknacarra players. Does well to get a hand pass away. Emily Lawless then. Again, it's a crossfield ball by Lawless. Caught brilliantly in there. Here's the Shamrocks now doing what they do best. Soloing forward. Can they get a strike off here? It's out from the number 9, dropping it in. Round the house. The ball has gone out to the left-hand side and wide. Second wide for Shamrocks. Could easily have ended up in the back of the net. But in the end, it's a sigh of relief for Salthill Knocknacarra there. It was one of those, Imelda, you never know where it's going to go.
No, exactly. I don't know if it's the breeze or what's causing. Maybe it's the nerves here in the early stages, but there is missed opportunities on both sides.
Here we go then with Salthill Knocknacarra trying to work the ball forward. Good work there by Aoife Kelly. Hand passed forward, but tenacious tackling by Shamrocks close to the sideline, down to the left hand side where the Shamrocks officials and substitutes are, and they're taken away again by Ali Hesnan. That's great work, trying to work it out, blocked down brilliantly then by Emma Madden, and in the end it comes as far as Nasa Daly. She gets it to the centre, picked up by the wing forward Heidi Hesnan, and the Shamrocks trying to come out with it now. Can they get a little pass away? No, they can't, because they're bottled up by not 1, 2 but 3 Salthill Knocknacarra players, and the ball is spread across. Lovely ball into that channel, that centre half forward. That's going to be a free if nothing comes of this, and it'll be an opportunity for Salthill Knocknacarra to take the lead in the 10th minute of the first half. Back for the free we go. And that was fair. That was better by Salthill Knocknacarra, spreading the ball around. There's a lot of I suppose close play here where it's conditions are playing a lot here now as we're into it.
Yeah, the ball isn't moving as fast, of course, in the conditions either, and you can guarantee the pitch is wet out there. It looks lovely from here, but I'm sure out there is a different stories. But I think in fairness to Salthill Knocknacarra, they're beginning to open up, they're beginning to create a bit of space in there, because like I said earlier, Shamrock's defence are very good.
This should be an easy enough task for the standard of Laura Kelly, and Laura makes no mistake. Gives Salthill Knocknacarra the lead again, 2 points to 1. And that's come in the 11th minute of the first half. So, you can't afford to be giving away frees, Imelda, to Salthill Knocknacarra when Kelly is the free taker.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially, I suppose it is a low scoring game already, and, the breeze is probably having a factor there as well. Yeah,
Salthill Knocknacarra lead by 2 points to 1. The action way over on the far side. Referee just making his way over there, keeping a close eye. Looks to me that ball is not going to come out of there. The referee says different. In the end, it goes off a Shamrocks player, and it's going to be a sideline ball. I think it's John Burke is the linesman on the far side of the field. So John
But in
Burke,
fairness, I suppose, Tommy, the referee is trying to let the game flow. If he starts blowing, I suppose for Ivy Russ, there's going to be a lot of rust today with the conditions. So it's good to see he's given her a chance to come out.
Yeah, that's a good sideline cut taken inside towards Ava Joyce, but she's put under a lot of pressure. Shamrocks player likewise goes to ground. There's a ball being fought for there. There's 3 or 4 jerseys from either side, similar to a scrum in there at the moment, trying to get that ball out. Is eventually taken out by Shamrocks. They need to clear it now. They're back inside their own half. Again, it's blocked down brilliantly. Not for the first time today. Salthill Knocknacarra good at getting the block down. What a pass here. Here's an opportunity. In it goes to Laura Kelly. This could be a shot in the back of the net. A perfect pass. The pass by Aoife Kelly sent in along the line towards Laura Kelly. She had nothing else on her mind, only strike the ball to the back of the net, opening up the Shamrocks defence. The first goal of the Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B Championship Final comes to Salthill Knocknacarra. What a goal, Imelda.
It started off, I suppose, by a block down. It just shows, work rate is so important with Laura Kelly, really getting the perfect pass, of course, but really finishing it well. Yeah,
1-2 to a point now. Salthill Knocknacarra in possession again. They're right in the purple patch here now. Shamrocks a little bit shocked by that goal. Can they respond now? Can they get the ball out? Number one, that's the first little thing that they need to do. But Salthill Knocknacarra certainly from that ruck a couple of moments ago managed to get the ball, but the pass in by Aoife Kelly was absolutely first class into the path of the in-running Laura Kelly, and Laura Kelly made no mistake, as now was picked up by Aoife Kelly again, the girl who was central to that goal, and picked up here now by Orla Cannon. Cannon in a load of space, not going to go for a goal. She gets the ball inside. This is great teamwork by Salthill Knocknacarra. Driving forward is Sorika McGinley. Little pass in towards Ava Joyce, but Ava Joyce doesn't manage to keep it in play, and has gone out for a third wide of the contest for Salthill Knocknacarra. Probably, I suppose, important now that Shamrocks, respond with a score of some description.
Yeah, absolutely. In fairness to Salthill Knocknacarra, there was another goal chance there. Pass probably just went a little bit long and weren't able to get control. But it just shows you when a goal comes, you can see how Shamrocks is just a little bit rattled after it.
Ball knocked down here, picked up by Salthill Knocknacarra again. A little bit more physicality from Salthill Knocknacarra in the last few minutes, as long as well with their brilliant passing as well, which is certainly eyed up Laura Kelly here now to go for another shot. Laura Kelly from out the field hits it high and hits it over the bar. It's the Laura Kelly show at the moment for Salthill Knocknacarra. 1 goal and 3 points for her. 1 goal and 3 points for Salthill Knocknacarra. 14 minutes gone in the first half, and that one, the latest one from play by Laura Kelly, 1-3 to a point. Suddenly there's 5 points between the sides.
Yeah, in fairness, Laura Kelly, she took her score well, and probably Salthill Knocknacarra should maybe be going for points like that as well. They have the breeze, like we said, they're settled into the game now, you know, and in fairness they probably need to drive on. Shamrocks on the other hand, I suppose, just need to get over that goal. They were doing so well, I suppose they were on attack, Tommy, you know, so they just need to settle back into it.
An injury there to the wing back, Lonnie Drennan, the vice captain of Shamrocks. But that wind is strong there, as we can see the tricolour and the other flags, the Galway flag down to our left hand side here at the dressing room end of Kenny Park, blowing in favour of Salthill Knocknacarra in this first half. We're shortly coming up to the midway point of the first half here, as the puck out comes from Kieran McLaren. Out to the centre goes Shamrocks, looking out to try and enjoy a little bit more possession, even out around the middle of the field. Picked up brilliantly there by Niamh McInerney. Haven't seen an awful lot of Niamh so far in this game. She'll be central to Shamrock's hopes, that's for sure, as playing back there in a sweeper role is Orla Canlin for Salthill Knocknacarra. Goes to ground over there. The referee says no foul, and picked up by Katie Gilcrease now. Katie trying to go through 2 tackles. The referee playing advantage as the ball is transferred now towards Elsa Hesnan. We'll go back for the free for Shamrocks, and it'll be an opportunity for Katie Gilcrease to try and register another score for Shamrocks.
Oh yeah, Katie Gilcrease working really hard, in fairness to her. She seems to be, you know, covering left and right there of the pitch today, working very, very hard, and this probably will be a scoring chance for her, even though it is actually a good bit over now, Tommy, when we see her going over to place the ball.
Yeah, it's like the angle Carrie Dolan had in Croke Park. The only difference was it was the last minute of the game. It was about 65 metres out, and I suppose people have been talking about that for the last couple of months as well. What a score! I think
we'll never forget that one.
Well, Katie Gilcrease now has an opportunity to strike for Shamrocks from the place ball. Strikes it in towards the post. Has he struck it well enough? The umpire says no. On that occasion, we're level and wise, 3 apiece, but there's a 5-point gap between the sides. 1-3 for Salthill Knocknacarra, 1 point for Shamrocks. Shamrocks playing against the breeze. Can they launch an attack here? Again, they play the ball centrally, looking to get the forwards away here, as the player on the shoulder there was not needed, but strike comes in from out the field. Lovely ball, knocked down by the goalkeeper. Dangerous here. Can Shamrocks get in there? Salthill Knocknacarra have done enough to shield their goalkeeper and get the ball and win the free. And that was dangerous, but it was well knocked down by the goalkeeper. In fairness to Aoife Mullen, so many times we've seen them sneaking under the crossbar.
Oh, absolutely. But again, you know, I have to remember there's a strong breeze there, and you can see there as Shamrocks are trying to shoot for a point, the wind is just pulling it down. Lovely
ball there up to Siobhan Divley, who's given years of service to Salthill Knocknacarra and in football and hurling, and gets the ball forward. We'll go back for the free here outside the 45 metre line. Laura Kelly will make her way up to it, and this one will give Salthill Knocknacarra the chance to stretch 6 ahead. It's probably worth 5 or 6 points, that breeze, but the thing that can happen here very quickly is that breeze could die at half time. We've seen it so many times before. The general forecast was we were to have no rain around this time of the day, or at least it was to pick up, but if you use what you have to your advantage, then Salthill Knocknacarra are certainly doing that now with about 30 minutes to go to half time.
Yeah, and in fairness now, this free as well within Laura's range as well, so this could be another score for them.
Laura, just outside the 45 metre line, uses the breeze, drops it in beautifully over the bar. There was never any doubt about where that was going. 1-4 to 1 point, and it's I said it earlier, 17 minutes gone here, but it's all about Laura Kelly, because she will not miss a free, or certainly she won't miss it by much. Foul there on the cornerback, Amy Morgan, and the danger is, we said it earlier, is that, you know, Shamrocks may just be too far behind at half time if they don't try and rectify this. Even a couple of points, Imelda, you know, keeps them well in this final, but they certainly don't want Salthill Knocknacarra to get much more scores before the break.
Yeah, exactly. But in fairness, I suppose, to Shamrocks, you can see they're pushing here all the time, Tammy. They're well in the game. I suppose they're just not getting the scores, but they're still well in the game.
Yeah, but it's the Laura Kelly, not just in attack, back there in defence as well. She's just running the show for Salthill Knocknacarra. Aisling Griffin driving it forward, gets it inside towards Ava Joyce. She leaves it after her, but she's been put under all sorts of pressure there. But Siobhan Divley doesn't leave it after her. She's going forward, tries to get the hand pass away. Pressure comes in. She'll have to go the second attempt to try and get to it. It's a real ruck ball right there now, right in the front of the eyes of the referee again. Just players can't seem to get to it. That's brilliant work, however, by Niamh McInerney. We mentioned her earlier, we hadn't seen an awful lot of her, but after she goes, she's on her bike. Brilliant bit of skill, tries to get it across, and I think that's in towards the centre half forward position there, but it's those types of deliveries are just not working for Shamrocks today. They might need to spread it out wider towards their lively corner forwards, but right now we're looking at a mini ruck again. Referee, close eye on proceedings. Can somebody come out of there with the ball? And it's Aisling Griffin, the full back, who has it in her hand. She's looking for support, and she gets that support off the shoulder, and the clearance is complete up to this our side of the field here. Kept in play brilliantly there, half blocked down. Can Sarsfield's work Sarsfield, should I say? Sarsfield's, of course, playing the second game.
It's the
Shamrocks.
same colour jersey.
It's the same colour jersey. It is a Shamrocks ball. That's the crucial thing here for them. 19 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Salthill Knocknacarra 1-4. Shamrocks a point. Shamrocks now spread it over. A great cut there over towards Ali Hesnan. Hesnan needs to get down over this ball and try and gather possession. Does well. Has a look up. Gives it back out towards McInerney on the 45. Decides, you know what, I'd take a strike from out the field. It's high and it's over the bar. The green and white flags wave over on the far side. Better stuff by Shamrocks, and a great score by Niamh McInerney.
No, great score in fairness to her, and again I suppose against the wind as well. She struck it very well, but I suppose in fairness to Shamrocks, Salthill and Knocknacarra seems to be closing down every time they make an attack. You know, Salthill and Knocknacarra defence really are closing down, and I suppose it's hard for Shamrocks then to get away.
Laura Kelly in a battle for possession over there with the Shamrocks player, but is picked up and driven forward here. Is that Emma Madden that has hard to see the numbers here in the darkness? Emma Madden takes a brilliant strike in that drops just over the crossbar. Super score, super response by Salthill Knocknacarra. She becomes only the second Salthill Knocknacarra player to score so far, but Emma Madden, brilliant score. She picked up that breaking ball over there and was in like a shot, Imelda, and puts it up and over the bar.
Oh, absolutely. In fairness, for no delay, you know, just said to herself, I've got the breeze now here, I'm just going to go for it, and that's what she did. Great score.
Niamh McInerney being put under all sorts of pressure there. 2-1. Salthill Knocknacarra numbers, but plenty of support coming in from both sides now towards that ruck. It's taken away by McInerney. Advantage being played, but the referee allowing it to continue. The ball sent down along the line towards Leo O'Halloran, the scorer of the first point of the game for Shamrocks early in this first half. Tries to get it inside. That's a good ball. Might work out here. The player goes to ground, but again it's tenacious tackling and defending by Salthill Knocknacarra, who has solo out the field with the ball. Still going forward. The referee said there's a pull down there by the Shamrocks player, and we're going to get a free out to Salthill Knocknacarra. That was brilliant work there by the centre back, who's Clodagh McCormack is really, you know, she's calling the shots in there, and is the referee going to give the free the other way? I think he is, for over carrying, so we might have missed that one, but on the replay we see that it was given against Salthill Knocknacarra.
Oh, that was unfortunate for after such a great run.
Here goes Katie Gilcrease then. This could reduce it again, but against that breeze, none of these frees are easy here. As you look at the clock, 22 minutes fast approaching, played in the Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B Galway Camogie final for 2022. As Katie gets that one, the players on the line will indicate that it's gone up and over the bar. It's the third point of the final for Shamrocks, and it's the first one of the day for the captain of Shamrocks, Katie Gilcrease. She makes no mistake with that. Important one, that.
Oh, absolutely. In fairness to her, you know, and she struck it very, very well, and you know, I suppose Katie, as we said, has been working really hard, so well entitled to that.
Out they come with it, and flicked away again. Lovely flick, but the ball eventually finds its way towards Emily Lawless, playing very deep. Emily, that'll just give you an idea of how Shamrocks have to try and play this first half. Picked up brilliantly here. Great work by Caroline Lawless. Lawless sends the ball across field towards no one in particular, and again it's that chance here maybe for Shamrocks. Bearing down a goal, the shot comes in but saved. The rebound comes back out. The ball is pulled on by the full forward Katie Donoghue, but goes out at the expense of a wide. The opportunity was there was good work. The goalkeeper saw the ball come back off the stick out towards the in-rushing Katie Donoghue, but all in all was a goal chance.
Yeah, she just didn't seem to get away just to be able to get in a clean strike on it.
The standard of Camogie in the conditions particularly have to be admired so far in this game. Both sides playing the Camogie as it should be played, fast and direct, and you know, both sides having a cut at this one. Big prize on offer, of course, is the place in Senior A Camogie next year. What a
Lovely catch.
statement it would be by either side to get there. Of course, it's the highest grade you can play with in Galway. That's the Senior A Championship, where the champions are Sarsfields. They will play Athenry in the A final, throwing here at 3 o'clock in Athenry as well, and part of an excellent double header organised by the Galway Camogie board. As the ball is sent now towards this side of the field, towards the full forward Katie Donoghue trying to take on her marker, tries to go by her. Will she go for a score from out the field? It's a ball that's dropping in towards the goalkeeper Aoife Mullen does well to come away with it. She's been tested a couple of times a goal, but doesn't get a great clearance away. It only comes as far as the wing back off to Katie Donoghue. Donoghue then was winding up to take a shot at the post, but maybe took a little bit too long as Salthill Knocknacarra tried to go down over that ball. Plenty of numbers back there in sky blue jerseys. Get the ball away, but a little flick by Katie Gilcrease might work out for her. Working tirelessly there. Crossfield ball to where there's 3 Shamrocks players all alone over there. Was one Salthill Knocknacarra player, but it works out for Shamrocks. Back out the field it comes. Are they going to have a shot at the post? No. Can they get it away? They look for their captain. Katie Gilcrease does well to go past her marker. Now can she get this ball over the bar? Katie Gilcrease off the left. Katie Gilcrease high, and Katie puts it over the bar. We're back to a 4-point ball game. Far better by Shamrocks in the last couple of minutes. Beginning to take a little bit more of a risk here. 25 minutes nearly gone on the clock. 1-5 to 4 points. And we did say that earlier. We alluded to the Shamrocks to stay in this final. Needed a couple of scores probably before half time, and maybe 1 or 2 more, and they'd be going at half time happy. Salthill Knocknacarra have done a lot of the good stuff here. They lead by 4 though.
Absolutely, and in fairness, Katie Gilcrease working really, really hard there. Got a great score, well deserved as well. You can see that she's working really hard, but I suppose for Shamrocks they need to start maybe start running with the ball a little bit, because they are against a strong breeze.
Pressure being put on there, but it's good work back there by Amy Morgan, who's had a good game at cornerback for Shamrock so far in this contest, as the ball is battled for there. Brilliant work here by the wing back, who's been outstanding, as well as Aoife Kane. Aoife looking for the delivery. The delivery is a hand pass across towards the centre. Referee says play on. Again, Salthill Knocknacarra have won a free through Finola Rorty, and Rorty will be happy. So too will Laura Kelly. She'll come out to take this one and try and put 5 points between the sides again. It's currently 1-5 to 4 points as we go towards the last 4 minutes of the first half, as Laura Kelly been offered a towel, maybe a new sliotar as well if she was lucky, but she's happy enough to play with the one that she won the free with. Salthill won the free between the 65 and 45 metre line. Laura Kelly is told to hold on for a second. We need to get the Shamrocks players and the other Salthill Knocknacarra players away from the free taker. So 26 minutes gone in the first half. Laura Kelly already scored 1 goal and 4 points. Steadies up, one last look, lifts, strikes, sends the ball towards the post. Will it curl in enough? No, in this occasion it doesn't. It curls off to the right hand side and wide. Sarsfield Shamrocks get the ball out to the far side of the field, knocked down towards the wing back, and vice captain Lonnie Drennan now looking for movement up front. It's head towards Caroline Lawless. Great catch by Lawless. Turns on the afterburners, drives forward, still going. Caroline Lawless going for a shot in around the house, in towards the Salthill Knocknacarra defence, and again well done by the goalie Aoife Mullen. Gets the ball away and she gets her clearance out the side of the field. Beaten to it there. First was the wing back Elsa Hesnan. Second time beaten to it by Laura Kelly. Kelly now picks it up. She loses a boot, loses the sliotar more importantly, and here go off to Katie Gilcrease. Shamrocks looking for another score. Katie Gilcrease drives it high. Katie Gilcrease drives it between the uprights. What a score by Katie Gilcrease.
Great score by Katie Gilcrease,
who's got the last 3 scores here. They're all top class scores, 2 of them from play, 1 from place balls, but Shamrocks have got the last 3 scores. More importantly, the captain leading by example.
Oh, absolutely. In fairness to what a great score. In fairness again, I suppose to Shamrocks, they are attacking. I suppose the sweeper as well. Salthill Knocknacarra have a sweeper in there. He is causing problems for Shamrocks. They're not getting away maybe like as much as they'd like to. But Katie Gilcrease, in fairness to her, is working tirelessly and picking off some great scores.
Stoppage and play for a moment now. The referee happy just to hold it for a second. That goal separating the sides came on 11 minutes from Laura Kelly. Brilliant pass, crossfield pass by Aoife Kelly into the path of Laura, and Laura made no mistake, and that's what separates the sides in this Senior B Camogie final of 2025. Picked up by Emma Madden, who's busy over there all day long. Shamrocks not happy. Their supporters are right down in front of that there as Emma Madden and the other player get to know each other over there. I think it's the midfielder Ava Lawless that was involved there, having a little cut at one another over there. That's how much it means to both sides. But yeah, we've talked about the intensity and the physicality that came into Camogie this year, in particular in the inter-county. But we won't say it's over physical here, but both sides just laying down the law. You know, you stand up for your parish and your jersey.
Exactly, you know, and you know both sides are coming here with a hunger as well to win. You know, which is great to see. Referee
having a word over there with he's going to call someone. Is he talking to Laura Kelly, the midfielder for Salthill Knocknacarra, when he's calling over a couple of players, calling over Emma Madden, I think. Emma might have been involved over there. So a bit of work to do for Enda Lucknan, the referee, before half time here. He's having a chat. He's having a chat to Emma Madden. So something was said, or there was some action over there. And the referee explaining in clear terms what he wants. And it's certainly a name that's going into the book of the Rachor. It'll be a carte de brie, I'd imagine, after this, as she walks away. He's not finished just yet. Come on back, Taryn Shaw, as I think, you know, taking the name and issuing the card would maybe have been just enough, but he continues to talk to her. There's 3 Salthill Knocknacarra players there as well, 2 in support of Emma Madden. It's a carte de brie. We'll probably end up throwing the ball in here, which is the more important thing. We've played the 30 minutes according to the stopwatch, so 1-5 to 5 points. It's Salthill Knocknacarra that pick it up on the far side, and Laura Kelly tries to drive forward close to the linesman on the far side of the field, picked up by Shamrocks, however. In it goes towards Katie Gilcrease. Gilcrease going to get a free over on the far side. The stand erupts in Kenny Park and Athenry. There's no doubt about who the supporters are in the left hand section of the Kenny Park stand on the far side. Shamrocks roaring on their team. The linesman now having a word with the referee again, and it's all become a little bit scrappy there at the moment. Maybe Katie Gilcrease did something over there, and now the referee's going to throw the ball in for something that happened over there. It's all gone a little bit soft and scrappy over there, is the only way I can describe it.
It's a pity, Tommy.
It's a pity, because you know it's everybody's getting up and running. The referee now going to give a free to Laura Kelly of Salthill Knocknacarra. We're in 1 minute of added on time, long way out, but Laura Kelly, you wouldn't put it past her to send this one, but she'll go short. She drives it in towards the corner, in towards Eva Joyce. Joyce now being shepherded over there all the way by the full-back Avril Donoghue of Shamrocks. Support coming in more white jerseys over there, as well as brilliantly taken away again. That Tara, that the corner-back, I think Amy Morgan, that's in there again. But Salthill Knocknacarra picked it up. Referee going to give advantage towards Emma Madden, who's really fired up for this one. She's on a yellow card, so she just needs to hold it back a small bit, as there'll be a free on the 45 metre line. Laura Kelly has a chance now to put 4 between the sides, and that breeze still blowing in favour of Salthill Knocknacarra as it was at the start here. So it's a closer in free, and a chance for Kelly to stretch the lead to 4, as we've seen how hard it was for Shamrocks to get the ball forward against the breeze. You know, they keep going with diagonal passes back and over the field because the wind is catching the long deliveries. So here goes Kelly then, aided by a breeze, looking to stretch it to 4, strikes it in towards the post. The umpire has a look, goes for the white flag. She got the first point of the half. Has she got the last point of the half? Laura Kelly from a free, 1 goal and 5 points for her in the 32nd minute. The referee blows the half-time whistle here in Kenny Park in Athenry. We've reached the halfway mark, and it's the girls from Salthill, from the seaside venue in Galway. It's Salthill Knocknacarra that lead at the break here by 1-6 to 5 points. The goal coming on 12 minutes from Laura Kelly. They led at one stage in that first half by 1-4 to a point. They then led 1-5 to 2, and now they lead 1-6 to 5. So plenty of work for both sides to do in the second half, Imelda. But you know, the standard of Camogie Senior B is top class as always.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and like you said about the breeze, you never know what's going to happen with the breeze for the second half. You know, Shamrocks will have it if there is a breeze there. But in fairness, I suppose both sides have battled hard here, Tommy. You have to say in the first half, the hooking and the blocking on both sides as well, you know, has been great, and great to see it, making it hard, of course, for the girls to get away. But you know, overall, you have to say, like, it was a great game of Camogie. We've seen lots of skill, some nice scores considering the conditions we have.
As we see both sides go in at half time along with their backroom teams and substitutes. We will take a break from Kenny Park and Athenry. It's half time in the Windows and Rooflights Senior B Galway Camogie final for 2025, and the half time score: Salthill Knocknacarra 1-6, Shamrocks 5 points. Do join us for live second half coverage. She got it.
Your friendly local in the heart of Knocknacarra, Tom Sheridan's Bar. Delicious food and a tempting drinks menu served daily. Live music every weekend, and all the sport you want to watch. Planning a celebration? It's the perfect party venue. Call 091 525 315 or email manager@tomsheridans.com. Tom Sheridan's Bar, where good times gather.
Very good afternoon. You're welcome back to Kenny Park in Athenry for our Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B Camogie Championship Final for 2025. Shamrocks already back out onto park as we greet the arrival of Salthill Knocknacarra for the second half, and their supporters right behind them over in the stand on the far side. 1-6 to 5 points. The City side lead at the break, but it's a big second half to come. And just looking out there, Imelda, you did make a point to me just a couple of seconds ago that the wind is still the same, if not stronger now during the half-time break.
Yeah, and Shamrocks will, I suppose, have the breeze now in this half, and again, like, it's a low-scoring game, I suppose, but a lot of that is down to the conditions as well. We've seen a few ruts and that as well, which always slows down the game as well. But I think this second half is going to come down to where both teams, we have seen from the first half how much these teams want this, and both teams are going to, I'd say, throw caution to win now. And I suppose it's Shamrocks who has it all to do now, in fairness.
We're still waiting for the referee to throw the ball in, because Salthill Knocknacarra are still making their way onto the sideline down to our right hand side here, and they've got a big backroom team and a big bench. As the referee says, look, we'll throw it in amongst 6 or 7 in the middle of the field and get the action underway. The second half has begun, and Shamrocks showed their intent early to drive the ball forward and drive it long, trailing by 4 points at half time. Free there on the Salthill Knocknacarra player, however, and that will be a free out to Salthill Knocknacarra and to their full back, or centre back is it. We'll see that in a couple of moments as the ball is taken. The free still out towards the centre, grabbed brilliantly there by the Salthill Knocknacarra player, trying to go forward. Referee says play on. There was no foul as the ball breaks. Still nobody getting their hands on the yellow slitter as not for the first time today.
He's going to throw it
fails to bring the ball back into play, so the referee will take care of proceedings there, and he'll throw it in amongst 2, one of them being Lonnie Drennan for Shamrocks. As Salthill Knocknacarra bodies in there as well. Laura Kelly, one of them, scorer of 1 goal and 5 points first side in the first half, coming out with the ball, dragged to the ground. Shamrocks not happy, and it'll be a free for their centre back. Maybe that'll come out and take this one. It looks like it's Clodagh McCormack who's going to be taking the long range freeze for Salthill in defence. Places the ball on the deck, and now it's going to go short with this one. It isn't a great puck, however. The idea was good, the execution not so good, as the delivery now for Shamrocks is long again in towards the corner. Forward. Leo O'Halloran does well, close to the sideline, picks the ball up and sends it across field towards Niamh McInerney. McInerney does well on the initial touch, but is beaten to it there, and Salthill Knocknacarra tried to get it away, but it's picked up there by Caroline Lawless. Lawless now on the Sullivan looking for the opening score of the second half. Lawless strikes it in towards the post, makes no mistake. We're back to a 3-point ball game. Good start by Shamrocks at the start of the second half. We've only played 2 minutes or thereabouts, and Shamrocks get the opening score of the second half.
Yeah, and I suppose it was important for Shamrocks to get that score as well, Tom. Going in 4 points down, they knew they had it all to do. Took the score very well, and I think we're going to see a little bit of that from Shamrocks now in the second half. They're going to be going for scores with that breeze behind them. Yeah,
and it was well taken score as well by Lawless. Made a little bit of space and had the confidence then to take on the shot as ruck develops again, this time down in front of us, but picked up brilliantly by Lonnie Drennan. Drennan is deemed to have been fouling the ball, and we're going to get a free out, and the centre back Clodagh McCormack Clodagh McCormack will come out to take it. The linesman this side of the field indicates from where that free shall be taken. So 1-6 for Salthill Knocknacarra, 6 points for Shamrocks in the Senior B County Final for 2025. Lovely ball up towards Ava Joyce, close to the sideline, being put under a lot of pressure there, and good play by Avril Donoghue, the fullback, gets it out where there's 2, not 1 but 2 Shamrock players available, and the clearance again is long. This is more intent by Shamrocks at the start of the second half, in towards O'Halloran, who's been busy for Shamrocks and looks even busier now. Can she get a pass away? Gets it inside towards Katie Donoghue. Donoghue taking on a marker. Donoghue with a goal chance, decides to take the points, put the ball up in the bar, over the bar. Apologises to Niamh McInerney for not giving her that extra pass over the bar, but crucially that was a good score and well taken point by the full forward Katie Donoghue.
Yeah, and in fairness, you can see Shamrocks are using the breeze. They're letting the ball into their forwards, and in fairness, they're putting huge pressure there now on Salthill Knocknacarra.
Here they go again. Shamrocks have had half-time tea talk, I'd imagine, from Des O'Halloran, that whatever he said has worked. They really are coming out intent here. Here's another chance for a point that's clipped over the bar. A super score by the Shamrocks player. We'll get a closer look now to see here on the replay. It's just so hard to see the numbers here. Nonetheless, it's a fine score. It's gone up and over the bar. As keep a close eye on the player on the far side there, but it's registered now at 8 points to 1-6, so back to a 1 point ball game, and all this happening in the opening 4 minutes of the second half. And it was hit in there, was it by Niamh McInerney? It was Niamh McInerney, and Niamh McInerney has a chance to level it up, strikes it in and strikes it over the bar. The white and green flags are flying here in Kenny Park in Athenry. Niamh McInerney has now got the last 2 points, both of them from play. We're level pegging, and we've only played 4 minutes of the second half, just what the doctor ordered.
You'd see it. You'd often see this in games. You see the first few minutes after the second half when the teams have come out, and one team then they start taking over for a few minutes.
Here's O'Halloran. Halloran bearing down a goal. She wants to go for the goal. The ball is in the back of the net.
Wow.
There's O'Halloran, dances a jig on the sideline. What a start to the second half. Ball in the back of the net. Leo O'Halloran rifles it to the net.
Absolutely great score. In fairness to her, she's seen the option, she's seen the space, she went for it and absolutely roofed it, like you said, to the top of the net.
Super score. She got the first point of the game.
We're off again.
Job to keep an eye on it here. 1-9 to 1-6, and it was 1-6 to 5 points at half time. So what a start to the second half. As Shamrocks now go in search of another score, the referee said the ball is thrown, and it's a breath that Salthill Knocknacarra needed very, very quickly. But to score 1-4 in the opening 5 minutes of the second half, if it even was 5 minutes, that is some first few minutes by Shamrocks.
Absolutely, and it just seemed that Salthill Knocknacarra, in fairness, seemed to lose their concentration. Just I suppose when the scores started coming, then they weren't picking up in time either. So now they've got a chance to catch their breath.
Ball over the far side now, a chance for Salthill Knocknacarra to respond here. They need to respond, they need a score to get it back up and running here. Laura Kelly could be the player to do that. Laura now facing the Shamrocks defence, and Shamrocks trying to come out with it, but it's grabbed there by a sky blue jersey. Plenty of help there as well, as Salthill Knocknacarra now look for a score, look for a ball in around the house. Gathered in there brilliantly by the defence of Shamrocks. Ball won't come up into the hand of Shannon Ridge. Eventually does, back towards Ali Hesnan, and Ali Hesnan out towards the centre of the field, trying to get onto it there. There's two Shamrock players bump into each other, which allows Laura Kelly to intercept for Salthill Knocknacarra and deliver the ball in over the top. Touchdown brilliantly there by the wing back Lonnie Drennan. Drennan does well, so beaten to it, however she goes to ground. The referee says play on. Here's the chance for Salthill Knocknacarra. 3 players over, they go for the point. The ball is tipped down by the goalkeeper for Shamrocks is Ciara McLaren. She's beaten to it here. Salthill Knocknacarra, brilliant stuff by the goalkeeper, gets 2 touches in there trying to stop them going forward. The referee's going to call it back for a free in. It's all action here in the opening 6.5 minutes of the second half. It was a goal chance, but what a touch by the goalkeeper Ciara McLaren to deny the Salthill Knocknacarra player an opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. We do have an injury as well to Lonnie Drennan for Shamrocks. The referee may just hold a moment here for the player to receive attention. She doesn't have a helmet on, but this is for Salthill Knocknacarra now to try and reduce the deficit to 2 points on the 21 metre line. Helter skelter.
Absolutely, and I suppose we spoke about, just before half time that Shamrocks had it all to do and that they'd have to, I suppose, come out and take off in the second half. But that's exactly what they did anyway, Tommy, in fairness to them. Got some great scores here to get them back into this game. But you can see now things have settled down again. Salthill Knocknacarra, like I said, have caught their breath. So it'll be interesting now to see how this goes.
We're just looking at the setup in the full forward line for Shamrocks. They've got 4 players in there inside the 21 metre line. Their intent is clear. They've got 3 forwards and a midfielder in there, and they're going to be putting that ball in there. We've got a substitution coming in. Number 18, Rachel McInerney, will come in for Shamrocks, and we'll get the number coming off there in just a moment. We'll see who's coming off the team as the referee allows it. It's the is it the number 9? It's hard to see.
Yeah, number 9, I think.
We'll just double check that now. We'll get it here. The coming off is Caroline Lawless, I think. Is it for our number 8?
Number 8.
Ava Lawless. Ava Lawless comes off for Shamrocks. So she's, as Laura Kelly strikes this one, makes no mistake, it's Salthill Knocknacarra's first score of the second half, 1-9 to 1-7. And we played 8 minutes of this second half as Laura Kelly extends her personal tally to 1 goal and 6. With that free, 1-9 to 1-7, puck out to the centre of the field, touchdown over there towards Salthill Knocknacarra's Emma Madden, being chased all the way there by Heidi Hesnan. Hesnan now has no way to get it off her. Salthill Knocknacarra move it forward. 2 players there, but taken away by the previously injured Drennan, and the vice captain of Salthill Knocknacarra picked up and supported there by Ali Hesnan. Right handed, strikes it long. Up the field it goes towards the player wearing number 10, the scorer of 2 points. A free in for Shamrocks after that foul on Niamh McInerney, who's been a constant thorn in the Salthill Knocknacarra defence in this second half.
Yeah, and in fairness, we did say in the beginning of the game that she was quiet, and it took her a few minutes, I suppose, to get into it. But I think once she got her win going, and she just absolutely taken over and got some great scores here in the second half.
Free in then for Katie Gilchrist. 3 points in the first half for the girl who's the captain of Shamrocks, as she has a look here. It's a darkening sky in Kenny Park and Athenry, it has to be said, as she lifts, strikes, sends the ball on its way. The umpire bends down for the white flag. It's a 3-point advantage once again to Shamrocks as the puck out will come, but Katie Gilchrist makes no mistake from the place ball. 4 points for her, 110 to 1-7. Next few minutes crucial here now in this County Senior B hurling final, Camogie final, as Niamh McInerney picks it up again, looking for support, doesn't get the support, decides to go across field. Good ball out towards Leo Halloran. She's been all over the place today for Shamrocks, strikes it in over the black spot. It goes. What a score by Leah Halloran, 111 to 1-7. She's already got the goal. She's got 1 goal and 2 points. We spoke about Laura Kelly being dangerous, but she's very, very dangerous up front for Shamrocks.
Oh, look at lovely movement off the ball there. She read it brilliantly, got a fabulous pass across, lovely little bit of stick work into the hand and straight over the bar, no mistakes.
Momentum with Shamrocks at the moment as that ball close to the sideline on the far side of the field, trying to go down over it. There was the Shamrocks player to get it inside towards Niamh McInerney. She was quiet by her own high standards in the first half, but by God, she's been anything but quiet in the second half. Ball transferred down along the line over in the far side of the field. Salthill Knocknacarra stunned by that opening couple of minutes. Katie Dunno has it now for Shamrocks. Katie now soloing forward, still going. The referee says too many steps taken by the Shamrocks full forward, and it'll be a free out to Salthill Knocknacarra.
Yeah, in fairness to her, she I suppose again she was just trying to get away. She was trying to get into, I'd say, within reach to flick over a score, and probably just took too many steps.
Yeah, it's we watch the free to be taken now by Salthill Knocknacarra.
It's getting dark again here
it's
as well.
It's getting dark as well. yeah. I don't know, the next game could be in jeopardy with the amount of light that's available here. Lovely ball down the top off the corner forward again. Out for it there is Leo Halloran. Halloran now looking up. What's the options? The option is to try and send it across, but it's picked there brilliantly by the wing back Aoife Kane. Kane down along the line here towards the midfielder Siobhan Divley. Divley fouled back just outside her own 45 metre line. A chance for Salthill Knocknacarra to get it forward. The clock says 11 and a half minutes gone. The scoreboard says Salthill Knocknacarra 1-7, Shamrocks 1-11.
Yeah, in fairness to Salthill Knocknacarra, they're getting it harder now to get the scores in the second half. Naturally enough, to the strong breeze, and like we said, it has even maybe got stronger from the first half. So they do have it all to do here now to get down to get a score.
Get the ball and they send it long, but low, down to this side of the field. Laura Kelly picks it up. Is she fouled? The referee has the hand up for advantage. Yes, and Laura Kelly will get a chance to strike the ball towards the post, albeit 46 metres out, close to the sideline, as the linesman tells the Shamrocks player to go back. Referee alludes to that as well. As they take it short, that'll give you an idea of the strength of the breeze, that Laura Kelly didn't feel she'd have enough to get to it. Close to the sideline. Linesman, or the umpire, says it hasn't gone out. Lovely crossfield ball, dangerous ball, up to go for it. It breaks in around the semicircle. Who's on to it there? For Salthill Knocknacarra, trying to gather possession, trying to work a little bit of space, but taken away there by Shamrocks. Blocked down brilliantly to this side of the field. Can Shamrocks get down over it? Was that a push in the back? No, says the referee under Lucknan. He says it's okay to play on. Salthill Knocknacarra trying to flick the ball forward. They do flick it forward. There's a player free this side of the field, but it's taken again there by the wing back and vice captain Lonnie Drennan. She's had a great game in defence for Sarsfield's trying to come out with it. Here is the number 12 who decides, you know what, I want to get hooked, I'll kick it forward. That was Heidi Hesnan, but it's come back instead then to the wing back for Salthill Knocknacarra. That's Aoife Keane. Keane sends it inside. Hurl broke here by one of the Salthill Knocknacarra players. Needs replacement as quick as possible. Full back is Avril Donoghue for Shamrocks. Gets the ball forward towards Hesnan. Heidi Hesnan trying to get onto it over there. It is getting difficult to see the players on the far side of the field, but nonetheless the referee is the man that's there making the decisions. Has he seen a foul? He has seen a free. There's going to be a free into Salthill Knocknacarra. 13 minutes gone in the second half. 1 goal and 11 points for Shamrocks, searching for their first Senior B title. Salthill Knocknacarra 1 goal and 7 searching to right the wrongs of last year after losing the county final in a replay and extra time. But stoppage on the play on the far side of the field. It's Laura Kelly that's going to go out and try and take this one. It's a 4-point ball game, and we've still got 15-16 minutes to go here.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. In fairness, you probably have to drop this in. She's checking the breeze there again just to see her options.
Yep, it's a good bit out against the wind here. It'll be a good strike of a ball if this one can find its destination. It's Laura Kelly.
It's actually going to go for a dump.
Yeah, she's eyeing up this opportunity to try and put 3 points between the sides. Plenty of distance from here. Looking up, the goalkeeper, the referee says there was an infringement in the small parallelogram player in the square as the free dropped in. And that's unfortunate for Salthill Knocknacarra, but for Shamrocks, they'll be happy enough. They've got a free inside their own small square. That's going to be taken by the goalkeeper, Ciara McLaren, and McLaren strikes this one down the field. It goes touched away there by a sky blue jersey, but it's going to fall and turn instead towards the corner forward, Emily Lawless inside line. This is what Shamrocks intended to do with the breeze behind them, and they've certainly done that to their advantage right throughout this second half. As the ball breaks there, who has it? It's no one in particular. Might break for Shamrocks here as the ball spills out of the hands of both Salthill Knocknacarra and Shamrock players. It's slippy out there. It's a tricky day for Camogie. Both sides giving it their all though, as the ball is transferred up here towards Sorcha McGinley in a battle for possession with 2 or 3 players, and it breaks as far as Ava Joyce. This is Salthill Knocknacarra on the break, going for a score here to reduce the deficit. Ava Joyce drives it in and drives it up and over the bar. Great score by Ava Joyce. Come onto the breaking ball. It's a point that Salthill Knocknacarra needed. We've played 15 minutes of the second half. Salthill Knocknacarra get their second score of the half.
Oh, great bit of individual skill there by Ava Joyce. She looked up, you could see she was judging her distance. She took it on, she took a few steps that she needed and straight over the bar. What a score.
Shamrock's player is the wing back, Elsa Hesnan, trying to get a pass away, but in the end pocket was picked. Siobhan Divley gets it back in as far as Emma Madden looking up, player free all over on the far side of the field for Salthill Knocknacarra. Go taken brilliantly there. What a wonderful piece of work. Here's the chance to pick the pocket and drive it home by Katie Gilcrease. Katie Gilcrease sends that one sailing over the crossbar. What a response by Shamrocks. What an interception by the Shamrocks player. I think it was the Caroline Lawless in the middle of the field that set up Katie Gilcrease, and Katie says thank you and sends that one over the bar.
It just shows you, I suppose, as well, you know, how unlucky Salthill Knocknacarra were there with the pass, but Shamrocks taking full advantage of it and straight over the bar. Free
on the far side of the field for Salthill Knocknacarra. They trail by 4, 112 to 1-8. 16 minutes have been played in this second half as the excitement continues to build and hold here in Kenny Park and Athenry. Another score for either side here now is going to set up an intriguing last few minutes. We said before the game there wouldn't be an awful lot between these sides, Imelda, and that's the way it's turning out as Salthill Knocknacarra go in search of a pass inside. The referee says no foul there initially. The play on over towards the far side. It's Salthill Knocknacarra trying to gather possession to get inside and make a little bit of space. Shamrocks trying to get the ball away to safety. Referee says I'll have it, I'll throw it in, and we'll have a stoppage in play. 112 now to 1-8. That goal in the second half by Leah O'Halloran. How crucial could that goal be? We talked about Laura Kelly's goal in the first half, but that one came inside the opening 5 minutes of the second half, where Shamrocks hit Salthill Knocknacarra with a blitz of scores, and Salthill now going to bring in a substitute as well. Imelda Ava Dillon is going to come into the action wearing number 19, being warmed up down in front of us here as the referee throws the ball in, and it's won back there brilliantly by Shamrocks. They try and get the ball away. It's close to the sideline. The pressure's coming in from Salthill Knocknacarra. Do well to overturn it and send the ball across. The hands go up for it, breaks down. Here's the chance now for a point, or any sort of a score will do for Salthill Knocknacarra in over the head of backs and forwards. But Salthill Knocknacarra commit the foul in there. It was brilliantly won in there by Elsa Hesnan. She gets it towards the centre. Shamrocks trying to hit quick and hit fast here. Great solo forward. Player this side of the field if needed. The referee says play on. The ball is transferred now towards Caroline Lawless sends a lovely ball inside towards to Katie Dunhoe, kicks the ball away from her, does well. She's tried to shield off the Salthill Knocknacarra player, does well, looking for an opportunity to find a player now at this stage, not go for score, bring the ball inside, but there's too much on it towards the midfielder Caroline Lawless, but she gets a touch away. She played really well for her side today, gets a little pass out towards Katie Gilcrease. Talk about playing well. Katie Gilcrease high, Katie Gilcrease sends it in, and they're not too sure. The umpires, they're going to have to make a decision pretty quickly. The ball, none of them are going for the referee is going to have to go in there. The white flag is raised for Katie Gilcrease eventually. So it's a 5-point ball game now. Katie Gilcrease has got 6 points for her side, and we've played nearly 49 minutes of this game. We've got the substitute coming in. Going off is number 17, I think, who was Roisin Mulrooney. She gone off the field for Salthill Knocknacarra. Again, it's Gilcrease again, pinning that ball up and over the bar, 113 to 1-8, and we've got just over 10 and a half minutes to go here. Business end of things, Imelda, now.
Yeah, in fairness, I suppose it's now at a stage where Salthill Knocknacarra really need to get some scores to get themselves back into this game.
Salthill trying to rectify things at the moment, trailing by 5, ball close to the sideline. The linesman says it came off a Shamrock stick and it's going to be a sideline ball right down in front of us to Salthill Knocknacarra. Remember, coming up at 3 o'clock today, it's the Senior A final between reigning county and All-Ireland champion Sarsfields against Athenry in their home patch here in Kenny Park, looking to dethrone the county champions. Right here, it's Salthill Knocknacarra trying to avoid back-to-back final defeats, but they're playing a Shamrocks team who come in as many people's favourites for the championship, and they're certainly going about their business right now. Lovely little touch by Leah Halloran. Halloran does well now to firstly pick up the ball, looks for a pass, crossfield pass towards Niamh McInerney. Too much on that, however, and good work back there by the Salthill wing back Fanula Rorty. Rorty does well, gets it towards the centre, but it comes off the hand as a ball again. Niamh McInerney in there for Shamrocks, putting the pressure on, not allowing Salthill Knocknacarra time on the ball. Maybe allowed them too much respect and time in the first half, but it's Salthill Knocknacarra come away with that, as they had a wonderful first half where they led by 165 points. It's all changed and changed utterly here in the second half in Athenry, as they allow try to work the ball forward, picked up here and dropped by the midfielder. That was the midfielder Siobhan Divley. It's kicked forward here by Sorika McGinley, but again in there is a full centre back Ali Hesnan. Had a great game at 6 there, as the ball is transferred long again. Up they go for a touchdown there by Katie Gilcrease. Katie goes to ground but doesn't win the ball. It's won there by Salthill Knocknacarra. Kick forward a little bit as well for good measure, as eventually it comes over to this side of the field here to their full back, who has picked it up and dropped again right down in front of us, and picked up brilliantly by Eva Joyce. Joyce now looking for space. Salthill Knocknacarra may feel that they need to go for a goal. Siobhan Divley trying to get onto it, but it's picked up again by Drennan, the vice captain. Comes out with it, tries to get it away. Players go to ground, one player leaves it to another, and in the end it's picked up by Laura Kelly. Kelly now looking to try and work it forward. Breaks away, but again it comes as far as Emily Lawless, and Lawless completes the clearance down towards Katie Gilcrease. Tried to get a touch on it, picked up and stayed inside by Niamh McInerney. McInerney driving forward, scored 2 points at the start of the second half. McInerney off the left, McInerney high, and McInerney up and over the bar. It's going one way at the moment. Super score with just over 8.5 minutes to go, and Shamrocks have got their last 3 scores.
Yeah, and in fairness as well, you have to say the Shamrocks are definitely making more use of the wind. You know, they're shooting every chance they get. I suppose they're going for their points and clocking up the score. So Salthill Knocknacarra really need to get down for a score now.
Ball comes in, taken by the goalkeeper, kicked away. Still not out to full safety yet, but now Salthill Knocknacarra have it. They need to get it out towards the line, but touched out over the sideline. 1-14 now to 1 goal and 8. It's been a remarkable turnaround in this second half by Shamrocks, who came out with all guns blazing in the opening 5 minutes and hit 1-4 without reply, set the tone for the contest, and 2 points is all that Salthill Knocknacarra have had to offer this second half. Brilliant cut by Katie Gilcrease to the centre. Touchdown by Niamh McInerney, who can get onto it, who's the fastest to get there. It's Shamrocks that have it, trying to walk their way forward. Referee says play on as the ball breaks out towards Laura Kelly. Kelly now soloing forward towards the 45 metre line, picked up by Kelly and given out over in the far side of the field. Salthill Knocknacarra now Lovely little ball inside towards Siobhan Divley, outside the 45-metre line. Needs support, number one, but needs to get past, and does get past. Still going forward towards the 21-metre line. Divley still going forward, brought to ground. The referee says that legally so is going to be a free in, as again it looks like Lonnie Drennan, the vice captain, picking up a head injury in there. Two players coming together inside, and unfortunately the players are on the ground. The referee is given the free in, but it was a tough challenge nonetheless. But thou shalt not pass, I think, was Shamrock's motto.
Yeah.
It was a great run, great run by Siobhan Divley initially to get past Ali Hesnan and get inside. It looks like we're going to need a substitution here now. That definitely needs attention anyway, as Des O'Halloran down in front of us is the manager of Shamrocks, having a quick word there with the full back, Avril Donoghue, as Avril just checking a couple of things. What will they do to shore up maybe inside? A couple of options available to them, so we'll see.
They're getting a drink of water now, both players.
Yeah, they're up on their feet anyway. That's the most important thing, is the clock has just ticked into the 24th minute. It's hard to believe the score that we're looking at now, the scoreboard 114 to 18, because I suppose it was the dominant performance of Salthill Knocknacarra in the first half. I know they were aided by a breeze, but God, the first 5 or 10 minutes of Shamrocks in the second half was unreal.
Absolutely unreal. And I suppose in fairness to Salthill Knocknacarra, the one regret they'll have probably that they didn't take more of their scores in the first half when they did have the breeze. Shamrocks, I suppose, then came out in the second half absolutely threw caution to the wind. And again, I suppose it's like everything else, Tommy, when a goal comes as well, it just sets the team into the game, and they absolutely got into their stride then.
Now the free is for Laura Kelly, and Kelly standing on the 21-metre line.
McLernan has gone on there as well, I think.
Yeah, substitute there for Lonnie Drennan, the number 19. Yeah. Caoimhe McLaren has come on there, as alluded to by Imelda, as Kelly goes low, strikes, went for the goal. Still not out. It's gone out now at this stage, out for a wide. Salthill were claiming a touch came off the Shamrocks player, but no, not in the end. It's gone out to the right hand side or left hand side of the post and wide, as poor old Lonnie Drennan down in front of us there looks like she's picked up serious enough for her to be replaced. What a game she had, the vice captain of Shamrocks. She's bitterly disappointed, I think, to have to go off. Hopefully her injury is not long term, and that she'll be able to enjoy the rest of the hurling year or whatever that brings. It's certainly today is about the Senior B final here, sponsored by Windows and Rooflights Limited, and of course the Player of the Match award is sponsored by Morrissey's of Loughrea, proud sponsor of all the Player of the Matches in the finals today. So we'll be looking for a Player of the Match as well now in a few minutes time, as well as we get closer towards the end of this game. But right now the momentum very much with Shamrocks, leading 114 to 1-8, as the sideline will be taken by Katie Gilchrist. Gilchrist now looking for someone to deliver this to down along the line of goals. That's a brilliant line cut close to the sideline. Gone out over the sideline. The linesman says this side of the field. Niamh McInerney didn't think so. So we're going to be heading into the last few minutes of this Senior B final. Is the cup on its way to Shamrocks, or Salthill Knocknacarra got something left in the tank to try and pull themselves back into this game? But time not with them, as that one is down along the line but gone out over the sideline, and it'll be a sideline ball to Shamrocks. And their number 19, Caoimhe McCurran, as she's told to settle down. The sideline will be taken by Katie Gilchrist once she's taken a drink off the budge ale, and she's been told to slow it down. I'd imagine that's the call coming from the sideline there. No panic.
I'd say she is being told to slow it down. In fairness to her, she's taken the sidelines here today, and she's taken the place balls and frees and everything. Yeah,
and I have her down there for 6 points as well, Imelda, which is a huge score as well. And you look at the goal from Leo Halloran, she scored 1 goal and 2 points as well. Niamh McInerney with 4 points. So that 14, 10 and 15 they've had you've got all the stats there anyway, so no pressure on picking the Player of the Match, as the free will be taken by Salthill Knocknacarra. Still time to go though, plus additional time. We've got 2.5 minutes of normal time as that ball is tipped out there, but gathered and tried to be got into the hand, and has got into the hand. Now ball in over the top, is that the full back in there needs to be alert, Avril Donoghue, and is alert. Another girl that's had a great game for Shamrocks, comes so away with it. drives it down the far side of the field, close to the sideline. Anywhere will do from Shamrocks, and it goes out over the sideline. She's gone to ground. She's picked up an injury there. She's gets a tap in the back over on the far side of the field and told to, back into position if you can. But stoppage in play is there for Avril to receive a bit of attention there.
She's heading back in.
She's heading back in as the ball is brilliantly delivered to the centre. This game may not just be over yet. Lovely ball in over the top. Here's a chance now for Salthill Knocknacarra. Off to Laura Kelly, the player you'd want to have it here as she goes to ground. The referee says no foul. Play on as Shamrocks put the bodies in there. Coming out with it initially was Addy Hesnan, but here's the chance now. Salthill Knocknacarra going through. Is the referee going to give a penalty? He's going to give a penalty in the 29th minute of the first half to Salthill Knocknacarra. This could set up a kind of a crazy finish, you could imagine. Not crazy if you're from Salthill Knocknacarra. They're going to have to go for goal at just over a minute and 10 seconds to go. Shamrocks disappointed to give away that penalty, but this could put it back into a 3-point ball game. 1-14 to 1 goal and 8. Laura Kelly faces the Shamrocks goalkeeper Ciara McLaren. This is crucial in the destination of this year's Senior B Championship. Kelly against McLaren. Kelly lifts, strikes, sends it in into the back of the net. It goes. What a goal! Into the back of the net. 2-8 to 1-14. Laura Kelly has rifled it to the back of the net, given a lifeline. 2 goals and 6 points for Laura Kelly. I make it in this final. Yep. We're in the final minute plus additional time. Will we get a signal from the fourth official? How much time will be played here? The puck out now is crucial. It's a 3-point ball game. Ball up towards the centre half forward channel. Coming out to try to get to it there is the wing forward for Shamrocks. Dropped to the ground and not picked up. Salthill Knocknacarra feeling there might be one more major score in this one. The ball kicked forward, gathered there, blocked down, half blocked down. Nobody can get their hands on the slitter here right now except the Salthill Knocknacarra player who wins a free, and it's all hands on deck now for both sides here. 2-8 to 1-14. 15 seconds remain of normal time. It'll all be down to the referee Enda Lucknan. How much time will be added on here? The free is to be taken for Salthill Knocknacarra. It's Siobhan Divley, I think, that's going to take this one. Strikes it. It's the full back indeed. It's the full back Aisling Griffin. Drives it up. The hand goes up, dropped down. Not picked up cleanly, however, but it might be just now as Salthill Knocknacarra go in search of another score or even a goal that would level this up. There's a player free this side of the field as the ball is transferred inside, brilliantly gathered by the substitute who's made a difference since her introduction, but the ball is dropped by the Salthill Knocknacarra player. Shamrocks told to drive it down long, driving into their full forward line. In it goes as far as that dangerous full forward line. Leo Halloran does well to win it, trying to go forward now, looking to pop the ball back outside here. Good work there, and a lovely ball transferred inside. Who's onto it? Onto it is Niamh McInerney. McInerney in front of her player. This could be the insurance score by Niamh McInerney. Drives it in and drives it over the bar. Niamh McInerney with the latest score sends it up and over the bar. When a score was needed to take the sting out, Niamh McInerney came up in the first minute of added on time here, and Salthill Knocknacarra are not giving up. It's 1-15 to 2 goals and 8. They still go forward. Lovely ball across here. Is there another chance here? There is maybe for Aoife Kelly. Kelly looking for the main protagonist here. That's Laura Kelly, and Laura Kelly sends it in and sends it over the bar. 2-7 for Laura Kelly. You can't keep your eyes off this one. 2-7, 1-15 now to 2 goals and 9. A 3-point ball game. We're in additional time here. Shamrocks will be calling for full time. Salthill Knocknacarra will be calling for more time, for extra time to be played here. We've got another substitution coming off. Is the wing back, is it, or the Salthill Knocknacarra down in front of us here, but we've got the substitution is being made now as the Shamrock supporters on the far side shouting for their team. Salthill Knocknacarra likewise. It's a 3-point ball game, 1-15 to 2-9. It's been a brilliant advertisement for Galway Club Camogie. As the ball comes out from Ciara McLaren, all eyes will be on the referee. How much more time is left? Ball dropped down, picked up by Salthill Knocknacarra. They're going for an equaliser here. They'll have to go for a goal. The ball is kicked inside. She was hooked initially, but brilliantly sent inside here now. Shamrocks looking to keep Salthill Knocknacarra out. Ball close to the sideline. The referee has given a free out to Shamrocks. Will that do? It's a high tackle. It's not over yet. The Shamrocks substitutes think it is. It's definitely not over. 2-9 for Salthill Knocknacarra. Shamrocks 1 goal and 15 points. It's a 3-point ball game as we head towards the latter stages of this one. It's a free out to Shamrocks. Katie Gilcrease is the player that goes back, the captain that's led by example today. 6 points for Katie Gilcrease. Sends that ball long into the inside forward line, in over the head of backs and forwards. Leo Halloran is onto it for Shamrocks, still going forward. Does she want to just pop this ball inside towards the substitute, but just a little bit too much on it, and again it's going to give Salthill Knocknacarra a chance to come away with it. As the ball is transferred then out towards the wing back, Aoife Kane. Kane now coming out with it for Salthill Knocknacarra. They need the ball down to the other end of the field, trying to get it towards Aoife Kelly. That would do nicely if she could get onto it, but it's flicked away again. Ball battle for Eva Joyce along the sideline, still going forward. Eva sees the ball go ahead of her. The referee says it's going to be a free. It's going to be free out around the middle of the field, close to the stand this side, or close to the our commentary position here. Going to be taken by the wing back, Aoife Kane. Kane now looking to drive this ball into the danger zone, drives it in. All eyes be on the referee. We've played in my stopwatch over 3 minutes, but there's still time for Sorkin McGinley to get a ball across the face of the goal. Who can get onto that? It's the ball is flicked away. It comes back out towards Eva Joyce. Joyce trying to get it inside. In it goes. Here's the chance. A chance for Salthill Knocknacarra. The ball breaks away from her. The goalkeeper just can't get onto it. Laura Kelly is there waiting as well. It's brilliant work by Shamrocks and get the ball away by Ali Hesden out towards the middle of the field. The referee checks with the watch again, but there's still time. There's still a little bit more time left and one more chance maybe for Salthill Knocknacarra. The foul is given away by Shamrocks. The ball free will be taken on the 45 metre line. The ball will have to be dropped in. You can't take your eyes off it. 2-9 to Salthill Knocknacarra, 1-15 to Shamrocks. We played 4 minutes at it on. This has to be the last play of the game. I think Laura Kelly is going to drop this one in around the house. It's dangerous, it's late, but it has to go into the net, you'd imagine, by some shape or form. The referee is standing on the 21 metre line. Laura Kelly drives it in low. In it goes, tapped out by the goalkeeper. Comes out again. Shamrocks trying to get onto it, flicked inside. Who's onto it? This is critical how this game will end up. The ball is in a Shamazel, it's in a ruck. We're in the closing seconds, on dying seconds of the game. Can anybody get onto it? Shamrocks trying to get onto it. The referee staying very close to the action. Will he blow the full-time whistle? He blows the full-time whistle, and Shamrocks are the champions at Senior B level. The Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B champions of 2025 in a belter of a county final here in Kenny Park and Athenry, and the final scoreline of 1-15 to 2-9. Disappointment and heartbreak again for Salthill Knocknacarra for the second year in a row. It's joy and ecstasy for Shamrocks, but you have to say that first 5 minutes of the second half there turned this game on its head, Imelda.
Absolutely, in fairness, when Shamrocks came out there in the second half and started getting the scores one after another, I think it rattled Salthill Knocknacarra as well, and it took, by the time Salthill Knocknacarra recovered, got back into the game, it was probably just gone a bit too late for them then at that stage.
Well, we've reached the end of a dramatic Senior B final here in Kenny Park and Athenry. We'll get plenty of post-match reaction afterwards as well, as we're looking for the player of the match before we go as well, and we're going to go with number 10 Niamh McInerney. I think, Melda, that's your choice.
Yeah, I think so. In fairness to, it was very hard to call this. Katie Gilcrease had an outstanding game as well. In fairness to her, Niamh McInerney, I think, just made that difference in the second half. She got some vital scores when they were needed, popped up, made herself available, and in fairness, I suppose, Tommy, you'd have to say overall for Shamrocks, each and every girl out there played their heart out there for a finish. And I suppose one girl I have to mention, and Salthill Knocknacarra, I cannot at the moment go without mentioning, is Laura Kelly. What a super game she had, in fairness. 2
goals and 7 for Laura Kelly, unfortunately on the losing team this year, but no doubt Salthill Knocknacarra will be back. Today it all belongs, the joy belongs to Shamrocks. Winners in the end on 1-15 to 2-9 points. Super day. Katie Gilcrease will be their captain. They'll collect the cup. My sincere thanks to John Upton on camera work here with us today in Kenny Park, to Dara back in base keeping us all up and running here, and to Imelda Hobbins on co-commentary with me as well. It's all over and Shamrocks are celebrating here. They're the Windows and Rooflights Limited Senior B Galway Camogie champions of 2025. With that, the final scoreline. Thank you for watching here on Galway GAA TV in association with Streamsport and Galway Bay FM. The final score, it's finished. Shamrocks 1-15, Salthill Knocknacarra 2-9. For me, Tommy Devan, Slán Wallia. Lifts, strikes, sends the sliotar on away. It looks good from here. The players on the line can only just look at it and go up over the 5 metre line, in over the heads of defenders, and picked up in there by Leo O'Halloran. O'Halloran bearing down on goal. Is this the first point for Shamrocks? The umpire goes for the white flag. We're level.
Defence are very good.
This should be an easy enough task for the standard of Laura Kelly, and Laura makes no mistake. Gives Salthill taken out by Shamrocks. They need to clear it now. So back inside their own half. Again, it's blocked down brilliantly. Not for the first time today. Salthill Knocknacarra good at getting the block down. What a pass here. Here's an opportunity. In it goes to Laura Kelly. This could be a shot in the back of the net. A perfect with their brilliant passing as well, which has certainly eyed up Laura Kelly here now to go for another shot. Laura Kelly from out the field hits it high and hits it well,
so this could be another score for them.
Laura just outside the 45 metre line, uses the breeze, drops it in beautifully over the bar. Was never any doubt about where it does well. Has a look up, gives it back out towards McInerney on the 45, decides, you know what, I'd take a strike from out the field. It's high and it's over the bar.
Score.
And the green over there with the Shamrocks player, but it's picked up and driven forward here. Is that Emma Madden that has hard to see the numbers here in the darkness? Emma Madden takes a brilliant strike in that drops just over the limited Senior B Galway Camogie final for 2022. As Katie gets that one, the players on the line will indicate that it's gone up and over the bar. No. Can they get it away? They look for their captain. Katie Gilcrease does well to go past her marker. Now can she get this ball over the bar? Katie Gilcrease off the left. Katie Gilcrease high, and Katie loses the sliotar more importantly. And here go off to Katie Gilcrease. Shamrocks looking for another score. Katie Gilcrease drives it high. Katie Gilcrease drives it between the uprights, aided by a breeze. Looking to stretch it to 4. Strikes it in towards the post. The umpire has a look, goes for the white flag. She got the first, but is beaten to it there, and Salthill Knocknacarra tried to get it away, but it's picked up there by Caroline Lawless. Lawless now on a solo and looking for the opening score of the second half. Lawless strikes it in towards the post. Makes it been busy for Shamrocks and looks even busier now. Can she get a pass away? Gets it inside towards Katie Dunhu. Dunhu taking on a marker. Dunhu with a goal chance, decides to take the points, but the ball up. Imagine from Des O'Halloran that whatever he said has worked. They really are coming out intent here. Here's another chance for a point that's clipped up and clipped over the bar. A super the second half, and it was hit in there. Was it by Niamh McInerney? It was Niamh McInerney, and Niamh McInerney has a chance to level it up, strikes it in and strikes it over the bar. Down 4 minutes of the second half, just what the doctor ordered.
You'd see it. You'd often see this in games. You see the first few minutes after the second half when the teams had come out, and one team then they start taking over for a few minutes.
Here's O'Halloran. Halloran bearing down a goal. She wants to go for the goal. The ball is in the back of the net.
Great.
Ava Lawless comes off for Shamrocks, so she's, as Laura Kelly strikes this one, makes no mistake. It's Salthill Knocknacarra and Kenny Park and Athenry. It has to be said as she lifts, strikes, sends the ball up.
Delighted to be joined by a number of the Shamrocks team and management. First going off, Des O'Halloran, congratulations. What a victory. What a second half performance, particularly that first 5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, thanks, Tommy. It was unreal in fairness in the first 5 minutes in the second half. It was brilliant. But I think, to be fair, we probably put in a lot of the hard work before half time playing against the wind. You know, there's a strong wind down here. So the girls worked really hard in the first half, and they just showed what they can do in that first 5 minutes, and indeed throughout the whole second half. They were excellent. They were really, really good.
A few nervy minutes there at the end, the penalty for Salthill Knocknacarra. In fairness, they never give up.
No, they never give up. Look at Salthill, they're a super team. They were in the final last year. So they've been knocking at the door a long time. So we knew what was ahead of us when we came in here. They were outstanding. It was a great game, to be fair. It was a great game. So we're delighted to be on the right side of it.
On the right side of it is right. Player of the match, Niamh McInerney. What a year it's been for ye as well. Not just at county level, but now at club level, county champions. You can hear the roars. You've got great support as well.
Yeah, definitely. The Shamrocks crowd here, they always come out to support, to be fair, like in the semi-final and all. They're always here to support us. So yeah, it's just an unbelievable achievement for the club, I suppose. Especially when we're literally only up like 1 year in our Senior B as well. So, but Salthill always put it up to us, and we knew coming here today it'd be the exact same, and they put it up right to the end. Especially in the last dying minutes there, it was very tense, but we came out the other side of it, thank God.
What did Des say to you at half time?
A lot. No, jokester. We knew we didn't give it our all in the first half, and I suppose against the wind as well is always hard to go out and play in, but we knew we had more in us coming out in the second half, so we just showed that, to be honest.
Well done, Niamh. Great year for you. Well done on player of the match. Well done in Shamrocks in the final as well. Of course, there's great captain behind this team as well. Katie Gilcrease, I think 6 or 7 points will credit you with there today as well, but overall a fantastic day to lead Shamrocks to a County B title.
Oh, stuff, unreal. You always dream of these days, but you never know when you're actually here, are they going to come or not. So, no, in fairness, the first few minutes of the second half, I don't even know where the girls came out of it. They were hitting them over there like there was no tomorrow, but that's what you need. You need them players to stand up, and in fairness, not one or two stood up today. I think every single girl out there stood up today.
It means an awful lot. You spoke to us during the week at the press conference as well, how much it would mean to you to lead this team to a Senior B title and then for 2026 to play Senior A Camogie. There's a lovely ring off that, isn't there?
Oh, a chance for Senior A. I said last week in the semi-final. But no, like, it's not, like, it's an honour for me to obviously get the cup here on behalf of them, but in fairness, like, every girl deserves to be up there like holding that cup, so unreal.
Mention of holding cups, there's a big shout out here for Katie Gilcrease, the Shamrocks captain, to go up and get there. To Katie, to Niamh, to Des, congratulations. Thanks for watching on Galway GAA TV our Senior B action today. A hugely entertaining game on Galway GAA TV in association with Stream Sport and Galway BFM. But for now, we'll let Shamrocks collect the cup. Good luck and safe home.
Okay, everyone, on behalf of Galway Camogie, I'd like to welcome you all here today. It's an absolute pleasure to have our finals in Kenny Park and Athenry here today. And can we start by giving both teams a big round of applause for a great game at Camogie? And can I just thank Malachy and all the staff here in Kenny Park, guys. Look, we're at the end of the year in the Camogie, year, and it's great to get these facilities here today for our Senior B and our Senior A final. The pitch is in immaculate condition. All the staff here are here helping out. So a big thank you to Kenny Park and their officials here today. I want to thank Enda Loughnane and his team of officials. Enda took charge during the middle of the pitch today. He done an outstanding job, so a big thank you to Enda today. Come on, Enda, thank you. The main sponsor of the Senior B competition and the Senior A competition, WRL Windows and Rooflights. They're huge contributors to Galway Camogie and they're great supporters, so a big thank you to them for their support for the championship. I just want to mention the adult fixtures committee, guys. It's a huge amount of work they do to get these games organised. It's been a long year since both teams probably started back in March, and you're here in the middle of October, the end of October. They've organised approximately 7 games in the championship, 6 or 7 games in the league. So it's a very important job to do when they get it all done and they're on time for all their games. And it's great to be here today in the final. So a big thank you to adult fixtures for all the work they've done to the event. Now guys, I'm one for always mentioning the volunteers. Without the volunteers, we'd have none of these games, guys. Everyone involved here is a volunteer. So I just want to say to Des O'Halloran and his management team and to Del Murphy and her management team, guys, the amount of work that goes in. The amount of work that goes in by these people, guys, I'm sure they started planning probably last year, not even this year. They probably started, they were making their plan last November, December as to how the year was going to go. They've been at this for 10, 11, 12 months of this year, and then they've been involved for a lot of years beforehand. So big thank you to those volunteers and well done, guys. This Senior B competition, guys, for the last couple of years, it's been an outstanding competition. And today, once again, an outstanding game. Unfortunately, Salthill Knocknacarra is not your day today, guys, but that was an outstanding game. You gave it everything, guys, and I'm sure we'll see you back here again next year. Big round of applause for Salthill Knocknacarra. The girls of Shamrocks, guys, outstanding. You got a bit of a slow start, but once you got in the groove of it, guys, especially there in the second half, you really got it going. Outstanding game, great coaching must have gone in there in the background. Well done to the manager team, and a big round of applause to the ladies of Shamrocks. Before we make the cup presentation, we have a very important award to give out, player of the match. This is the Galway BFM player of the match, and there's a lot of talk went into it. There's a few names came forward, but at the end of the day, it came down to one player. I have from the coordinator from the Senior B competition, Kieran Murphy, is going to make the presentation here for me today. This award was sponsored by Morrissey's of Lapre, and the winner was number 10, Lee McInerney. Well done, Lee. Well done, Eve. Outstanding game. Now we're going to bring Katie back up here beside me, please. She left me for a minute temporarily. I'm going to bring Declan Lally up here from WRL Windows and Rooflights as well to make the presentation. So on behalf of Galway Camogie, we're absolutely delighted to present Katie Caprice with the cup here today. Congratulations, Shamrocks Camogie Club.
Hello? So, I just want to say what an honour it is to accept this cup on behalf of Shamrocks. I said last week in the dressing room after the Camogie game that they said to me, have any words, and the only words I had was, Shamrocks for the year! I just want to say what a privilege it is to accept this cup on behalf of Shamrocks. Just because I'm the one up here doesn't mean that every girl on behalf of this panel, which is about 50 of them, doesn't deserve to be up here with me. I just want to firstly thank Kenny Park for giving us the pitch. I think anything you get to say here is such a special day. And in fairness, it's probably the best pitch out there. And to the county board for getting it for us. So, to Kenny Park and the county board, thanks very much for having us here today. I just want to thank as well Enda Lucknan and his officials today. It's never an easy day going out to ref the match, not to mind the final. And especially under the conditions. The physicality of the game has done so much in the past few years, and in fairness, everything is so hard to call. So on behalf of everyone, thanks very much, Linda and the team. And thanks as well to Declan Lally for running the competition and sponsoring it. In fairness, without your support, we wouldn't get the games that we have every year. So thanks very much, Doug. I want to firstly thank Salthill. I don't think that you could call that game at any minute of that match, and ever since we've been playing Eastern Intermediate, it's been tit for tat, and I think since you've been beating us in the semi-finals over the last few years, there's been a lot of hurt and a lot of determination for us to get over E. And when we got over E to start the year in the championship, we knew that our job wasn't done. And I just want to say you're such a credit to your club and a credit to your families. like, to stay going there in the last 2 minutes, the game could have went either way. So just a beautiful for Salthill. With a great group of girls, there comes in a great management team. So I want to start off by thanking the good and bad cop of the group, Des and Noel. Noel has a big happy face on there, so when we see points tonight or two, give us tonight, Noel. It was never an easy job to take over an intermediate county winning team, an intermediate Connacht winning team, and a team that got the intermediate All-Ireland semi-final. So when he came with us last year, he knew that it was a hard job ahead of him, but I think only for you this year and last year, we wouldn't have got over it. So this is for you as well as us, so thanks very much. And to Eamon, Pat, Conal, Helen, Sarah, am I missing anyone? I probably am. If I miss you, I'm sorry, I just can't see. You're such a different group of people, and that's not a bad thing. Just bringing in the different advice and different everything. I don't think the game has evolved so much, and without you throughout the last 2 years, minding us and getting us ready for everything, and Conal being so professional behind the scenes with the running, because no one would have ran us into the ground no matter what. But Conal and the famous team are giving us our nutrition. It might go unnoticed to you, but it gave us such a boost and it changed our game, so thanks very much. I'll shut up now in a second. I just want to thank our top table. In fairness, it is probably the hardest job in the world to keep us happy. But you do your best. And I tell you, we come with you to everything. And getting us new jerseys from RGR. So thanks to Ian and Sharon O'Rourke for their generous support. And to the Owl Triangle, to Billy, to Coffee Junction, and there's so many supporters there. We done a GoFundMe for 5,000 more to help our team get over the line. And it was only up 5 days that we got to it, and it's up until nearly 7. So to the supporters, the top table, the club, our families, thanks very much for everything that you give to us, because we're so grateful for it, and I hope that you know that. Last thing, to the sinners, I say in the dressing room, I believe in every single one of you, and I don't regret saying it. I nearly cursed him, I didn't. I don't regret saying it, and as I was saying, the Salthill are over!
Yes, we have time from it, sorry. Yes, we have time.
Your friendly local in the heart of Knocknacarra, Tom Sheridan's Bar. Delicious food and a tempting drinks menu served daily. Live music every weekend. And all the sport you want to watch. Planning a celebration? It's the perfect party venue. Call 091 525 315 or email manager@tomsheridans.com. Tom Sheridan's Bar, where good times gather.